This is our adventure on the trail of the Coeur D Alenes, Idaho in September 2015. We rented a car in Spokane and left it in Plummer. Then we drove the Mini Cooper to Mullen with the bikes. We had to wait for the rental car place to open, so by the time we started riding, it was already 10:30 in the morning. We are still trying to figure out a good way to get an early start for the next time, so we can really take our time and enjoy the scenery. This is the second time we have ridden the trail. The first time was in October 2013, and we had decided that when we did it again, it would be in September, when we're still in summer riding shape, but would have more daylight since we finished the first ride a little after the sun had set. We're coming into Wallace now, a cool old town with lots of history from the silver mining days. I think the next time we do this ride, we will spend the night here and start from Wallace. While riding the trail, I was curious how they got the trail built, seemingly in the middle of nowhere. What I discovered was that the trail itself is part of the environmental cleanup in a partnership between the Union Pacific Railroad, the U.S. government, the state of Idaho, and the Coeur d'Alene tribe. This is because the trail follows the original rail line that carried ore from the mines. Mine waste rock tailings containing heavy metals were used to build the rail bed. In addition, the bed was contaminated with accidental ore concentrate spillage. The thick layer of asphalt and gravel barriers along the trail edge serve as a clean barrier. The east end of the trail passes through a narrow mountain valley, once heavily mined for silver, and is dotted with numerous small historic mining communities. We stopped at this picnic table for lunch, somewhere near Kingston. There are many places like this along the trail, some of them even covered. There are 20 restrooms on the trail also. I was trying to take a picture of a couple of moose, but like the old saying, don't bring a knife to a gunfight, all I had with me was an old GoPro and an iPhone 6. Much of the trail between mileposts 24 and 34 looks like this, with lakes and marshes on either side. we stopped in Harrison for dinner at the edge of the lake. After dinner and a little break to recuperate, we continued along the lake until we got to Hayburn State Park. The west end of the trail lies within the interior boundaries of the Coeur d'Alene Indian Reservation and along the shoreline of scenic Coeur d'Alene Lake before crossing the 3,100-foot Chat-Coulée Bridge trestle to Hayburn State Park. The trail then follows the remote forested Plummer Creek Canyon and continues to Plummer. Spirit decided she didn't have enough energy to ride the last 5 or 6 miles up the hill to Plummer. Understandable, since we had already ridden 66 miles by that point. We decided it would be better if she waited at Hayburn Park while I rode the rest of the way up the hill to get the car. At this point, I was starting to get concerned that we wouldn't get back to the car before it got dark. We find this trail to be one of the most beautiful we have ridden. Not only is the scenery different than anything we are used to riding, but the trail itself changes scenery constantly from one end to the other. Made it. Sun is still shining and 34 minutes until the sun sets.